What's going on, guys? This is TM25MD and I have something new to the channel. Today I thought it would be fantastic to give you guys a perspective on what it's like to start from nothing, right? So today I'll be logging out of this account, creating a new account, and we will try and do our best to hit S rank. I know I've been seeing on Discord a lot of people asking like, hey, I've been only playing the game for a couple days. One person specifically, actually earlier today, said, hey, I just came over from Hearthstone and this week and started playing Duelyst, and he likes the game and whatnot. So as a result, I've been seeing a lot of new players being vocal on official Duelyst forums, Discord and whatnot. So I decided to join along and try and help those players out by starting from absolutely nothing and creating multiple decks, budget decks from every faction, right? And see if we can make a competitive deck into hopefully into S rank. Diamond is the goal, and I guess I'll give myself a timeline of how long can we do it? 3 weeks. So today is the 9th of June. So 3 weeks from today, hopefully we can get into Diamond and hopefully further from there, hopefully S rank. So let's get started, and this will just be an ongoing series. This will take place twice a week on Wednesday and Friday, just to spice things up during the week. S-Rank Lives will be the remainder of the week, and I thought this would be a great time to start this right before my tier list, which will be going out to tomorrow. So you guys, the competitive players and the newer players, can look at what I think is the strongest decks as of right now. And so yeah, we're starting from S-Rank 1, and we're going to go all the way down to Bronze 30. I think 30 is the lowest. I don't really use an alt because I think I play enough Duelyst as is on my main account. So so let's just start. Just created a fresh new Gmail account. So feel free to spam this email because I'll never check it. It needs a special character. Cool. Let's do January 1st. I don't know. And we were born in, let's go all the way down to 1945, the end of World War II. And there we go. One moment while we'll log you in. So we'll start from the very bottom. And we'll call to this, what should we call this? Call this, free to play God MD. And let's just get it started, right? This will be a lot of fun. I always like playing the beginning of new games because you see a lot. So knowledge is power. Summon your minions and defeat enemy general. Cool. Awesome. Fantastic. Summon your minions to defeat the enemy general. Awesome. I'm surprised you never see this guy again outside of like the tutorials and whatnot. So, this is my general. Enter, sure. Oh no, I don't remember it. I thought you could skip it or something, or like press space or enter and whatnot. It's interesting that it's still the same ones from when I started back in the end of alpha, beginning of beta, with no bloodbound spells. It's a little bit refreshing to see that. Obviously the interface has changed a little bit. Obviously like the arrow movement and the tiles are a lot more crisp. I would really like to see Calibro 2.0 incorporated in the game some more. So hopefully minions join me. What does he got? Piercing Mantis, maybe? Lycian Brawler. I don't remember it ever being 3 health, so that's Alright, so we got 1 mana. Can we move? No, we cannot. It's about time. Cool. So we're going to play it there because it wants us to play everything in people's faces. We'll just wait a turn. And we're going to go face, giving my opponent lethal this turn. So, well done. Oh, it trades. Interesting. Claws. We don't have any claws. Azurite Lion. I think Azurite Lion a 1-2? No, it was a 1-3 with Rush back in the day. So we're just going to play, obviously, the Hailstone Golem there and, you know, kill that and call that a turn, I guess. There'll be no retreat. Apparently, if you read the lore, Arjun is a little bit of a dick, so maybe just imperialistic, but he's a little bit of a dick if you read the lore. Ironcliff Guardian, that's 2 mana and 2/2. Okay, so let's just XD, kill that, and get on with the game. I wonder if he says well played. Is he a good sport and says well played? Calibro is not a good sport. Okay, so player 2 cast spells on this field. What do they give us? Tempest or Surge? Got a Dragonbone Golem. That's pretty Monka-ass. We're playing against Rook. Yeah, okay. We also have 1 more mana. Alright. I'm surprised of all cards they buffed. In the recent patch, they did not buff Rook. I mean, I don't know how you would buff Rook with its random effects. I don't know, maybe make it like a 5/5, or excuse me, a 5/6, 6/6 grow. It's a spicy grow skin. I don't think you can have this. So we're going to take that, kill that, play our Herald here. Is this a battle pet? It's not a battle pet. True Strike. That's a nice top deck. Man, I didn't realize how slow this was. I don't remember this. Granted, it's been like 3 years since I've done this. Finish off the general. Alright. We're going to use our OP 4-drop Thorn Needler. Call that a turn. Got some real nostalgia going on here today. It's really touching the soul. Ah, they teach Bloodbound spells. Maybe that's why it looks different. Maybe they started up the beginning a little bit different. Artifacts and Bloodbound spells. I think it was just artifacts when you can replace up to 2. Oh. Is that Trogar Lord? Interesting. Alright, so we're going to equip all... Oh, can we not equip both? I can't replace? How about this? I can't play any of it? That's no fun. Maybe I should have replaced Golem. It doesn't even tell me what cards are in my deck or how many are in my deck. So that thing has 26 health. Oh my. Alright, I guess we'll play this here. What is this? Why is it 3 mana? Apparently we're going face despite being down by 13. Seems legit. Can't replace, even if it literally just told us that we can replace cards. Oh my lord. Alright. Drag my Bloodbound spell. Why would I do that? I'd rather play the Storm Metal Golem. And I guess we'll do 5. Do we get to play another artifact? Can we replace this guy? We can't replace. Why are we going face? We're losing. And we can't even play... I mean, if we're going to go face, might as well equip the Sunstone Bracer, right? Logic. Apparently we can have 4 Sunstone Bracers. Wow, did it really just set up lethal for us? That's hilarious. I wanted to equip it last turn. Damn tutorial. Alright, we unlocked Arjan. Who pretty much reminds me of Ike from Fire Emblem, for those who know that is. Alright, win one practice game. Okay. I don't think we can do any of the challenges right now. No, we can't. Solo challenges. Gotta do the starter quest. Alright. Trying to debate me to buying something? It won't work. Alright. I don't think Lyonar is favored against Magmar at all, ever, unless you play something like Arjan and play like Divine Bond and an Aegis Barrier, and hopefully you have a chance. But let's replace this. This is bad. Let's go with that. If anything, you would recommend Lyonar to play against something like Songhai, or something, because we have, you know, True Strikes, deal with Heartseekers. He has one card in hand. It's a Komodo Charger. That's cheating. Prime Shield Master. Put that. I guess that's all we can do. We don't have any 2-drops. Probably just what vanilla 2-drops are there? In you do not have a 4-drop. That'd be cheating. That's the one card in hand. That'd be legitimately cheating. Okay, he just took the mana for no reason. Awesome. So let's replace this guy. Smork it up. Alright, so we can get potentially 9 damage out of this Primus Shield Master. Which is great. Actually, it's better. Why am I even holding this? Ooh, actually. Let's do this. This seems spicy. Smork it up. Sets up lethal for next turn too, so thinking ahead, guys. That's how you win at this game with only 20 cards in your deck. Alright. Fantastic. Alright, moving up in the world. So just as a little thing to talk about, what do we get? Martyrdom? Divine Bond. Interesting. And one practice game. So we unlocked Voth. I think he'll just be better to play. Fantastic. So we can do that. Win 2 practice games. So, I think it'd be easier to stick with starting off like this. Rock Pulverizers are always good. Shroud, sure. Veil Hunter, Repulsor Beast. Oh my god, we're out of cards. Let's get rid of this Shrouds. Lycian Brawlers 2. Golem. Tiger's good. I like Bright Moss. Bright Moss is always good. And I think that's all we can play for now, so we'll just stick with that. Cool. Alright, so we'll just quickly throw through all these and then start building a deck from the cards we get. Tempest is also, actually, I don't know if we unlocked Tempest just yet. But anyways, moving forward, I probably won't, since this will be obviously budget-oriented, this will be budget-oriented, then I won't be crafting Trials of Mithran. I'll be spending the gold we get on core orbs because we have higher chances of getting epics and legendaries than any other expansion. And you know, even just getting something like I don't know, Twilight Sorcerer or Rook it's something we can put in our deck, obviously. Oh my god. What is going on? Guess we'll just call that a turn. Basically pass our turn. But quite a bit of 4-drops in here. We have 6 actually, right? We have Hailstone Golem, we have Primus Shieldmaster. I think we have Primus Shieldmaster. Be mistaken. Wind Strike. That's XD. Alright, so let's get rid of this. See how fast we can go. War Surge. Maybe I should just hit face. What? Why am I even bothering to clear? Probably could have just played 2 True Strikes too. That probably would have been better. We keep getting this Repulsive Beast. Why? Yeah, so I won't be crafting any of the Trials of Mithran. If we happen to get some like Mithran orbs for whatever reason, then we'll obviously use them. I think it only takes, yeah, you get the, actually no, I don't want to play Trials as a beginner because Trials aren't really budget friendly unless you're playing Wanderer. Ebon Ox, I guess, is budget friendly too because you can just play one of every minion and, you know, hope it gets there. So yeah, Tiger is interesting. The AI, I mean, like, if you want to beat Wanderer, just play like the AI, just go face. Yeah, so we probably won't be playing any Trials for the first couple weeks, actually. Simply because we won't just have the cards to support them. Again, unless we're playing Wanderer. And I really don't want to advertise Wanderer. I don't think it's a really good way to teach the game. To learn the game, rather. You miss out on deck building replaces and learning deck building, learning how to replace. Because, you know, if you only have one card in your deck, you know, it's very hard to replace. And be like, oh, I have Decimus Tech Spikes, I can replace for that, and I can get lethal that way if you're behind. Or if you're really behind on board, be like, oh, I run Homeostatic Rebuke, I can, you know, clean board up that way. Or you know, thinking about your outs and way to control the board, way to how to win the game, being proactive. It really doesn't teach you that. It just tells you play Wanderer and play at your hand. And if you need to replace based on the matchup, the replace is very obvious. It's just like for example, like let's say you run Rust Crawler and you're playing against I don't know, Kalios. It'd be like, what are the odds of Kalios playing Mask of Shadows? So you replace that. So stuff like that is like, you know, pretty much how you replace in Wanderer. It's like, oh, I don't need this card, so I'll throw it back and hope to get I don't know, Mecanter or Zendo or EMP, things like that. Whereas like if you have a deck, you know, full of, you know, 3 ofs, 2 ofs, and you'd be like, oh, I have this many of this card and I can be proactive this way. And positioning is, you know, very limited by the cards in your hand, so you can't really think that far ahead playing Wanderer, in my opinion. Not saying you can't think far ahead at all. I'm just saying you can't. As other decks, you can't really think because you know your deck. You can think probably, like for me, I usually think like 4-5 turns ahead if I can, depending on the deck. But Why am I even controlling the board? I should just... Oh no, I shouldn't have done that. Should have blood tiered first. Oh, okay, this is bad. Oh boy. Alright, so we're just gonna go face. This is very bad. We could lose. I guess we just gotta go face. If that's a demonic lore, it feels bad, man. Are we really gonna lose to AI? We have no way of dealing with this outside of like Repulsor Beast. Oh, this is so bad. Oh, he's moving back. Ooh, we have a chance. We have a chance, folks. Well, that's cheating. Guess we'll just have to smork it up. But yeah, the decks that I would like to show off at the beginning, because I actually built a couple ahead of time that are very cheap, like less than 1500 spirit. Some actually less than 1000 spirit. And we can build those decks first, and they actually have some combos in it. So if you want to play combo decks, you can definitely do it as a budget player. Obviously, the factions to do it would be Magmar and Songhai. If you want to play some combos or aggressive, or just be aggressive in general. So. You can definitely do that as Magmar. And you just have to unlock Ragnarok, which means getting your... I think you just have to play 10 games as Magmar on ranks in order to win. You can definitely do it, because Eggmorph, Greater Fortitude, Wild Inceptor, those are just rare and basic cards. So you can just play the tempo game, get your opponent down to 10 or 14, and you can just combo them out. Right? Shadow Watcher. I mean, we could have lost if these were like actually played well. So hopefully we can get some good games in. And I'm actually curious what people are playing in Bronze Silver. See what kind of decks they're playing, how janky they are, how many one-ups. Actually, we can never know how many copies of a card someone is playing in their deck, outside of the Mithron, obviously. Abyssian, I learned this the hard way. Abyssian's very tough to play with budget. You pretty much rely on Night Watcher. So pretty much rely on Night Watcher, and it's very difficult to do that. Night Watcher, Blood Tide Priestess, because that's rare. Can we buy stuff? Or can we do challenges? I don't know. I don't think we can do challenges, because it said finish the starter quests and winning one season ladder game. We got an epic, which is a fantastic way to start off. This is good, but probably... Ooh, Circle of Life. Definitely throwing that in there. This is good too. It's removal. And we'll just edit our deck to accommodate that. Let's just do new. So throw this guy in there, throw this guy in there. We're gonna have a deck full of one-ups. I don't think we need the War Surges at all. So they can be nice, actually. Think about it. I don't think we can play anything better. It's a greedy card, especially with limited card draw. That's the thing about budget. You really struggle with... Actually, let's open up another core orb. You really struggle with draw, so that means you have to run... you know, like a good curve, a steady curve. Don't run out of cards quickly. And this is actually the lowest amount of rarity we can get. Unfortunately, Jax is great. We can throw that in there. Same with Maw. And Mana Vortex we do not use. So let's just refine this deck a little bit more. And include Jaxi and Maw in our list. And we can do that by, I think we can cut down on the Pulsar Beast, throw those two guys in there. I don't think there's anything else that we can throw. Yeah, that's good for now. Let's go start our first ladder match and hopefully we win. I wonder how many people in bronze. CPG says that the majority of people are in bronze. So we'll see. We will see. Alright, so we got a very good turn one play. We can get rid of both of these healing mystics, as I said. Since we have no draw on the list, we don't want to be playing two cards per turn very often. So it's also important to know our replaces as well. We like the Repulsor Beast because if he's just like us, just starting out, he's playing golems, which are big. We have no answer for them. Then Repulsor Beast will be good for that. So the obvious replace here would be the second Windblade Adept. So let's replace that. And let's play this guy here. And the Veil Hunter here. He can obviously trade, but that's fine. If he has True Strikes, then it feels kind of bad. But can't get rid of everything and develop at the same time if I can. Given his mana count, like he could, you know, take this tile, play Hailstone Golem there, True Strike there. Tempest is also another way of doing it. I don't think we unlocked Tempest yet, so we can't include that in our list, unfortunately. It's interesting that he was there. You can play a 2-drop, but he didn't. Let's get rid of one of these Repulsor Beasts. We do not need 2 to win. We only need 1 to win, in my opinion. So I'm going to clear this. Put a Hailstone Golem there. Deny the tile from him. Because again, if he's playing anything like us, he could have a Bright Moss Golem. And dealing with that would be very difficult. So he's punching that. It's interesting. Silverguard Knight. I think this is a perfect time to develop a actually, let's get rid of this guy first. I should have replaced first. To develop the Veil Hunter, use the Repulsor Beast, get this guy out. Actually, like staying level here. And we'll just hit him for 6 here. I didn't see the need. Actually, no, I should move up 1 to stay out of the Silverguard Knight's range and call that a turn. Another Tempest would be pretty devastating. She doesn't have, thankfully. But we can try and hopefully finish him off with Frostborn Naga and Blood to Alchemist. And War Surge. So we cannot Blood Tear that away, fortunately. But do we have lethal? I don't think so. We have 5, 7 with Roar. Actually, no, we do have lethal. What am I saying? What am I saying? So, won our first ladder game. Get some gold, hopefully, there. And move on further. Climbing up. People say it's very difficult to hit S-rank with a budget list, but we'll see if we can do just that. Into the fray, 50 gold, nice. Plus another 20. And get any faction to level 10. Big 3 soul challenges, and that's what we'll do. I think we got Tempest. Not sure. Let's look. No, level 10. That's why. So we should probably stick with Lyonar for now, and then the order in which I like to do things would be Lyonar and then Magmar. That's what I plan on doing. I think that'll progress us the fastest. So let's start some of these solo challenges, and hopefully we can build enough gold to buy some more packs and hopefully do well. All right. Is there a lethal here? Yes, there is. Let's give this guy health. Tempest. I wonder if they changed up any of the solar challenges since beta. I think they have. I really think they have. I think there are some that have Bloodborne spell or Bloodbound spell incorporated into them. Not quite sure. Haven't done them in a long time, so. Continue on that gold grind. All right. Oh, that's hilarious. Some of these are just really funny to watch and play out. So nice, fantastic. That's hilarious. Inner focus. I wonder what it was because it said 1 mana. I think. Because it was, I think that challenge was obviously done when I first did it with the 0 mana inner focus, or inner focus costed 0. That one seems the same. Man, the nostalgia is building up so much in me. It's it's really really good to see this stuff again. And 150 damage to generals, we can do that no problem. And we got 140 gold, but we'll just try and get the 200 by 2 packs, and then hit another ladder match after building up a deck. So we can definitely do that by doing 6 more of these. So let's see. Busy in Creeping Darkness. Frenzy. There's no point in moving my general, right? Okay, so I see it. So we're just gonna clear with our dank piercing mantis. Actually, my first deck ever, like somewhat competitive. I actually had piercing mantis. I was like, hey, this card seems good. When I first started out. I first started out as a Byzian, and laddering as a Byzian back in beta was really hard because the top decks back then were Songhai and Vitruvian. Lyonar there to keep them both in check, but actually they were all pretty good. But a Byzian was pretty like the worst faction. I think Vanar was a little bit better. There's no Bloodbound spells, but I think Vanar had a little bit of an edge over a Byzian. Granted, a Byzian did have things like Spectral Revenant, so it's tough to say. Alright, let's move a little bit further. Borean Bear, Poggers. Bounded. I loved this card back in the day, like a lot. I would honestly run it in. I would honestly run it if I could, but for 1 more mana, you can just play. Saurian Finality. But I think it's still good enough to play, to be quite honest. I still think it's very good to play. Used to be like a 2-of in all my decks, Magmar decks. How big does this guy get? I'm curious. Does he get up to 8? Does not get up to 8. Math, guys. If you're decent at math and you're always looking for lethal combinations while being proactive, then Duelyst is a pretty straightforward game. I think it's the most unique and most complex since it is a tactics game, built in with cards. But I still think it's the most advanced. All right, 13 life. That's pretty simple. Wonder if this buffs it up to 4 attack. Oh no, it's only 1. Just seeing the subtle changes makes me a little sad. Like, when I think about it, Windblade Adept would be a little bit much if it had its original effect of +2 attack. But you know, I think it's fine. I mean, like, yeah, it clears like the 1/4s, but I think it's worth it. You know, Portal Guardian. Oh man. This is hilarious. Actually, could I have gotten more? Actually, I probably should have thought that out better. Could I have gotten more from sniping? It would have made 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I could have. Yeah, I think I messed this one up. Yeah, I could have gotten 1 more spawn. I think we messed up. I think we're short. Yeah, because he has yeah, we messed up. We failed. Yeah, we could have gotten 1 more spawn, which would have been lethal. Alright, so let's do this again. I know some of you guys will be like, Mike, what are you doing? I know what you're saying. This is exactly 12. Sometimes I just go through these so fast because I want the gold so we can get started a little bit further, so we'll see. I actually like Black Solos. Black Solos is one of my favorite cards. That's part of the reason why I went. I started with it, and they had like some of the best designed cards. Then obviously the next faction that I took up was Magmar. So those were really fun to play back in the day. Because I loved Black Solos. I think Black Solos would be fine for those who remember. For those who remember that its old effect pretty much just gave it +2 health on top of the +2 attack whenever you spawned a Wraithling. And really there hasn't been that much Wraithling generation since the new expansions hit out. Like there's Inkling Surge, from what I can remember, that's a new card. And there's what else was there? Not quite sure. For Wraithling generation, I guess Nocturne, but usually you do it in reverse. You generate creep by playing a bunch of Wraithlings. But I think it'd be fine, you know, since there's so much, you know, hard removal, transformation, and answer or die. I think Black Solos would be perfectly fine. So. I think Black Solos would just be perfectly fine where it was. Was this actually 4 mana? Oh my god, it actually was 4 mana. But they gave us 9, so it doesn't matter. There's also times where Saberspine Tiger was a 4/1, and then they're like, yeah, that's a little busted. So let's make this back down to, do we have 200 gold? I wasn't counting. Oh no, we're 5 off. So do that, buy 2 orbs, and then continue to build our Lyonar deck, and then we'll move on to Magmar, because I want to feature like a tempo deck, mid-range deck with Lyonar, and then show that you can play some combos with with Magmar. Because I'm sure everybody's well aware of the power of Aggro Riva, but at least you can get like the full-on combos with the Ragnara for very cheap. You know, 10 damage, 6 mana, 2 rares is all you need. So we'll just start developing like that. We've got 200 cards. Excuse me, 200 gold. Buy 2 core orbs. Hopefully we can get something good, something relevant, something like the Circle of Life that we got. So yeah, let's see what we get. Hopefully a legendary. Kron. Kron would be amazing. Please. At least we got an epic. Duelyst. Wings of Paradise is nice. Flash Reincarnation. Iridium Scale. Okay, so we can definitely start off well with Ragnar. Or excuse me, with Voth. It's actually a prismatic. I would like to disenchant that. I'll disenchant very little because I think it's good to play with as many cards as you can. But obviously the ones that aren't super relevant, so like the Mana Vortex, those are used in like really combo decks that we found earlier. Sunsteel Defender is fantastic, and so is Starfire Scarab. So that'll be great to start off with. So yeah, let's see what we got for new. What we can throw in. Right, so we can definitely throw it in. So I like the Sunsteel Defender. Definitely throw that in there. Same with the Wings of Paradise. Flying is good. So is the Bright Moss. Bright Moss is just very difficult to deal with. Probably cut this guy. The Sunsteel Defender. How many 2-drops do we have? We have 1, 2, excuse me, 6, 8, 6, 9, 11 2-drops. That's good. I think the range and the flying will help us win games. Just thinking about what we can cut. Maybe Bright Moss. I like the Repulsor 3 Repulsors. And the True Strikes before we, maybe just 2 True Strikes. Let's go with that. Maybe we can do without Chakram and Sapphires here. I don't think we need those. What are the quests that we need to do? Get any faction, deal 100 damage to generals, which we can do just by playing games. See how we do. So once we hit level 10, we'll just call that a day or an episode, and hope you guys enjoy. I'm on the fence about doing stuff on and off, or excuse me, off camera, because I think you guys would appreciate this as much as possible. So maybe I would need to do this more than twice a week. Let me know in the comments. Would you rather see 2 times a week or 3 times a week? We probably need those Tempests as soon as possible. We don't need the Repulsor Badge. We know it's good to keep 1. This is a steady curve. I like it. Sunsteel Defender is fantastic. Abyssian. They have Dark Transformation. So dealing with something sticky like Sunsteel Defender will be fantastic. Plus we have Roar, which is great as well. So yeah, so let's see how we do. Abyssian starts off with Soul Shatter Pact, so that can get removed easily. I mean, they both can, but I think I like the Sunsteel Defender a little bit better. It's also, I didn't realize this until as of late, the Sunsteel Defender can be inner focus now, so that's kind of fun. Oh boy. Is he really just giving that to me for free? I don't know what you could play for 1 mana. Planar Scout, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so he's not giving it to free. Oh no, he is giving it to us for free. Okay. That's really interesting. So, we can replace the Windblade Adept. I think it's the least useful here. Ooh. Maybe developing the range is better. I think it is, just overall. Alright, cool. True Strike's nice, dealing with all these Wraithlings. Doubtful that he has Soul Grimoire and Deathfire Crescendo. But we can easily deal with that. So I just plan on roaring. There's no point in using a repulsor beast, right? Especially if we can just clear. With our face. Everything else looks good, and we'll call that a turn. Got Divine Bond, which is nice. We got True Strikes. We got Repulsor Beast. We're in a great shape. We all got... Oh, he's got a Kron? What? We're in bronze. That's cheating, man. You can't play that. You don't have the mana. Oh, man, that's cheating. That's cheating, man. So let's just throw this back, shoot this, True Strike that. Move close with our general, move close with this guy. And I'll just play the Funsteel Defender here. I will call this card Funsteel a lot. Because for those that know the original text of this card was, it was a, what was it, 5-1 with Celerity. Celerity and Force Field. I think it was 5-1. Could be more. I'm pretty sure it was 5-1. 5-1 with Celerity. And that guy must have got really lucky with his starting orbs. Got a Kron. I'm pretty jealous. I was like, hey, can we pull a Kron? And nope, my opponent has a Kron. Serpenti, yo. That's really good with Soul Shatter Pack. That's 9 damage AoE. That's insane. But it's interesting that he played the Serpenti despite me having an Arrow Whistler. So we'll just clear that. And we can basically stop his entire game plan. I didn't think we had lethal there with Divine Bond. I think we were pretty off, but it doesn't get any value from the Horn of the Forsaken. Pretty good. Pretty good. This Arrow Whistler really put in the work. Single-handedly just won us the game. Because I don't think we could have dealt with the obviously the Primus Shield Master or the Serpenti efficiently. So that's the beauty of ranged in Lyonar. You can buff them up with Roar, especially with Arjan. Buff them up with Roar, Divine Bond, whatnot, and proceed to clear. So Shadow Nova. Interesting. That's very interesting. Could have used it to clear the heal on Mystic. But we have lethal. We have how much damage? That's 13, right? So, well played. No need to BM. Remember, you can replace cards from your action bar. Thanks, man. I didn't know that. Level 6, so we're getting there. We don't get, unfortunately, we do not get Tempest until level 10, so we just gotta suck it up a little bit until we get those core staple cards. And we are free to play. I mean, my main account is free to play. I haven't spent any money on my main account. I just happen to have, you were like, oh, if you're free to play, how do you have all the cards? Or most of all the cards. I just been playing a while. You can get a lot of gold just by doing your dailies, doing your quests, and Gauntlet. Once you master Gauntlet, you can make a lot of gold that way, right? Even if you just get, I think it's just 3 wins in order to get a return on your gold that you spent. Because you'll get the cards, you'll get the spirit, and you'll get a little bit of gold, of which will outvalue the 150 gold that you spent to purchase the ticket in the first place. So you will get a return on your investment. So this is the matchup where I really wanted Tempest. Chips away Obelisk, deals with Dervishes, and the whole 9 yards. So this Astrophase is a common card, so unlikely that he has it. Divine Bond. We have 3 in the deck. This is nice to deal with Pyromancers, so we'll get rid of this guy, and the Grandmaster go a little early, but we we get the 2 Repulsor Beasts. I don't even know what the odds are of that happening, so Unfortunately, we're passing. We have 11 2-drops, which means we have, I think, a 93% 93% chance of drawing a turn 1 play, which really sucks because we have Maw and Jaxi plus the other three ofs in our deck. Oh boy. Oh boy. I think we just lose. Oh no, in the first wish. We can clear it with a True Strike, but I would like to draw something like Sylvan Card Knight or a 2-drop, please. I'm really tempted to keep up Divine Bond. I think that will help us win the game, but realistically speaking, that won't happen. I will only use one here because if he develops a Pyromancer, we're in a really bad spot. I mean, we're already in a really bad spot already, so... I mean, we're in a really bad spot already. We can't seem to draw a 2-drop or a 3-drop, which is very unlikely. I don't know what kind of obelisks he has. I guess just Ethereal Obelisk. Not quite sure. Wind Shrike? Repulsor Beast doesn't do anything here, but I'm still holding on for like Dragon Bone Golem, Diamond Golem, whatever. I like the Primus Shieldmaster. Take the tile away from him, play True Strike. Yeah, I give him a card and I go down to 16, but I'd rather him not trade with my Primus Shieldmaster. Call it a turn. I like both golems. Allows me to play one in Roar next turn if I need to. Unfortunately, this doesn't play around Entropic Decay, but being down 9 kind of stinks. But we do have Healing Mystic, so that's good to have. Cards to craft right off the bat if you want to play pretty much every every faction would be something like Azure Heralds, Cryptographer. For if we're just talking commons here, Primus Fist. Those would go well in pretty much every faction we play. So let's call that a turn. Next turn, what can we do? We can play Bloodshard Golem. Or excuse me, what's it called? Bright Musk Golem. Play Bright Musk Golem and do okay there, hopefully. Primus Shieldmaster of his own. Interesting. And a second wish. Oh boy. Can we do anything about that? I don't think so. I don't think we can. Right, so let's get rid of this guy. Circle of Life. That's actually interesting because we can roar Circle of Life and clear the Primus Shieldmaster, which I like, to be quite honest. So that's what we'll do. Circle of Life that. Let's roar this, clear that. Here, here, and we'll just punch him and whatnot. Call that a turn. I guess he wanted to play his a Poop Dervish, which I think was correct over the second wish. The second wish made it very difficult, forced me to have Martyrdom, which we do not have, or another Repulsor Beast, which we also do not have in hand. Despite having all the Repulsor Beasts in our starting hand. All the Repulsor Beasts. Not cool. So, this is actually really fun. Diamond Golem. Okay. Can we kill him now? Please. I hope to God we can kill him, because I don't think we can. Divine Bond is 7, 9, 11. We're 2 off, so if we get Frostborn Naga, or double Divine Bond, Primus Shieldmaster. Oh, okay, what's the best way of doing it? Do I take the tile, play both? I want to say yes. I like cashing in. And hits. Call that a turn. Could very well lose. Feels bad, man. Maybe I should have kept the two repulsor beasts. I don't know. I think we can win with Roar Divine Bond. Oh boy. I don't think we can win now. Alright. Yeah, I think we can win. We can Divine Bond to clear the Blood Shard Golem. Or see the Dragon Bone Golem. Which feels kind of bad. Fortunately. Maybe I should have played it aggressively. But that really wouldn't have played around anything. It's unfortunate. I think the best place to play it is right here. Call that a turn. Hopefully, oh, Frostborn Naga. Hopefully between that and Roar we can kill him next turn. It's doubtful. But plus he has 2 more cards than we do, so that's looking pretty bad here. I'm surprised he hasn't drawn Entropic Decay yet. So I actually like that clear because Frostborn Naga means we can clear. But not with the... oh my gosh, not another one. Oh my god, I think we lose. Yeah, because we only have 8 damage. Yeah, we only have 8 damage. Feels bad, man. What do we need? Blood Tear Alchemist to win? That's not a Blood Tear Alchemist. Alright, so definitely doing this. Is there a way we can not die? I don't think so. I don't think so. Because even if I moved here we still die. I guess we just have to hope he doesn't see it. Call it a turn. Oh my god, he doesn't see it. Hopefully, he doesn't see it. Oh my god, he sees it. I don't know. I mean, he should see it. I don't think we could have saved ourselves. I mean, we could have body blocked with the Veil Hunter, but that honestly wouldn't have done us any good. We had to risk it and hope he didn't see it. Entropic Decay, that'll probably do it too. He sees it. Feels bad, man. What? I'm so confused. I'm surprised the rope hasn't gone down yet. Okay, there it is. Oh, he didn't see it. What? Don't have another Primus Shield Master, please? Storm Medical. Oh my god, did we just win? Don't have Bone Swarm? Oh my god, he didn't see it. Never punished. Oh, feels good, man. I mean, we should have lost. The two Dragon Bone Golems were really killer. Maybe I should add them in my list. I don't know. I think that's the best thing to do. What do we get? Martyrdom? Okay. We're definitely adding those in our list. Over Repulsor Beast? I don't know about that. Maybe we can do without it for now, but it's hard removal that we can get rid of at a distance. So what can we add for that? Get rid of the True Strikes for sure. The two strikes are nice for turn 1 power, but we have Blitz Alchemist, so we should be okay. What rank are we right now? Profile. 7. A couple more levels and then we'll call it. I know it's been rather long, but I want to get to rank 10 before we end the episode here. And that'll be with Lyonar, obviously. And then next episode, we'll pick off where we left off. And hopefully do some more solo challenges. Actually, I'll do the solo challenges off camera, unless you guys want to watch it. Let me know in the comments below if you want to watch that, or I can do it off camera. So 2 things, if you could please, in the comments, do you want to watch the solo challenges? Because if not, if nobody answers, I'll just go ahead and do them. And would you like to see this 2 times a week or 3 times a week? So let me know about that in the comments below. Thank you very much. Still undefeated. This is a tier 0 deck, guys. In the making. In the making. So we'll see how we do. I don't really see any of these budget lists holding more than a 60% win rate. It's just very tough with limited draw. So the cards that I'll be looking to craft first in terms of legendary would be Spelljammer. So Gypsy Senpai playing a Bizian. 2 Bizians, this is nice. So it's good to see that we're playing against all the factions. You know, Truvian, Bizian, Lyonar. I like this for something big. I like this for something bigger. And we got a good curve going on here. So we can do this turn 1, this turn 2, this turn 3, or ramp if we have to. Forces of Demonic Lure. Call that a turn. Those merit to, I guess, playing it offensively, so I can play a Silver Guard, or excuse me, Primus Shieldmaster, but with Silver Guard in hand, I don't really see a need to do that. Especially if he's doing a Wraithling Swarm, so. Because that's what I figured his turn 1 would play would be. It'd be Wraithling Swarm, maybe a 2-drop. And Gloom Chaser. So, we want to deny the mana ramp, so that's exactly what we're going to do. Let's move this guy over here, playing around potential Maws as well. So let's play our Silver Guard right here. Call it turn. And if we could ramp out into Bright Moss Golem, that would be great. Try and force a trades all of his Wraithlings in before playing something like Soul Shatter Pact, which is a little bit questionable. Alright, so what can I do here? I can Roar, play Primus Shieldmaster, or another Hailstone Golem. I'd rather play Primus Shieldmaster to lock him down. So I think developing the Hailstone Golem is correct here. So use that to clear here. And we'll just clear here with our general. Call that a turn. So if he wants to hit the Silver Guard Knight to clear, he's taking 5. Stays in that position, meaning our Hailstone Golem can move in to strike. I can't predict what my opponents are playing since this is very low ladder. So I like Gloom Chaser. Okay. And an Abyssal Crawler. Sure. It's good to keep all of these cards in our hand. So let's just try and play around Soul Shatter Pacts. Try and play around Soul Shatter Pacts. And play a Primus Shieldmaster there, call it a turn. Call that a turn. 3 cards in hand. Doesn't tell me how big his deck is. Maybe they don't tell you that in unless you're using the starter deck. Actually, no, it does tell you. Do you really have to highlight over the character to see? Or is that a setting? Let me see. I don't like that so loud. Always show stats. Board quality, high. Just curious. Oh wow, Dutch has been beta. I feel like Dutch has been in, or excuse me, German has been beta. That's not Dutch, I think that's German. From what they said like 2 years ago. Block spectators. I think that's important. I have no idea what this is. I'll look that up later. Okay. Martyrdom. Can we clear? I don't want to trade my Primus Shieldmaster in. Maybe, yeah, we can clear with Circle of Life and Roar, which I like. Let's replace one of these Bright Moths. And call that a turn. Force our Martyrdom, not using our Martyrdom. We don't want to heal him up for 8. I mean, I guess we could have used it since he's, you know, relatively at full anyways, but I'll probably replace it since we do have Repulsor Beast in hand, so if he plays like a Dragon Bone Golem right now, could potentially kill him. Ooh, Whistling Blade, that's spicy. Can we kill him this turn? Got 7, 10, 12. Let's replace the Martyrdom. Cannot. Let's play that there. Let's play another Primus Shieldmaster there. Play around Dancing Blades like that, so call that turn. Unfortunately, we leave him at 1. We don't have a Bloodtear Alchemist or Tempest to kill him. We don't have Tempest in the deck, but we could have Bloodtear Alchemist to finish him off. Frostborn Naga, so we had 4 ways to kill him as well. Divine Bond makes it 7 ways to kill him, which makes it a a 1 in, was it? 7 out of 24. It's a 1 in 4, right? It's going to be 7 out of 28. It's a 1 in 4, right? So yeah, we just win here. Good game. Primus Shieldmaster is actually a pretty underrated card. If there wasn't so much variety in 4-drops right now, you could definitely run it if you're lacking quality 4-drops, because it really is good. Pins down your opponent, has 6 attack, or excuse me, 6 health, and it really just, you know, applies so much pressure. It does well in aggro, does well in mid-range and combos and anything. So the combo decks that I was planning to build all have Primus Shieldmaster in there, because you know. So for example, the deck I'll be playing as Magmar, if we can get enough Spirit for it, would be, you know, combo Duelyst, and it has Primus Shieldmaster, because if we can lock down our opponent, get some chip damage there, our combo for Eggmorph and Greater Fortitude becomes that much more potent. Again, I don't think we need 2 of these. This is fantastic. Actually, maybe I should have kept 1 for Night Watcher. Maybe I should have kept 1 for that, because otherwise we just we struggle a lot against that card. It really just bends us over. So no turn 1 play on his part. I like the Jaxi for range, and slate on forward like this. This is great against the Wraithlings. So looks good. Oh my god, Void Talon. This guy has the cards. Interesting. That's very interesting. I don't think we need Divine Bond right now, so we'll replace that. It's the least likely thing that we can do. We can play Repulsor Beast. There's no point in repulsoring a Void Talon. Can we clear the structure? Is it worth it? Because we have 5, 6, 8. That's not enough. 9. Short by 1 on clearing it. There's no point in spending all our resources just to kill a 3-mana minion. So, how do I want to do this? I think just playing the Silverguard Knight aggressively is just fine. Take the tile. What I want to do is just have it run right into me. That would be, like, fantastic. Let him be greedy, right? Just run that Void Talon right into my face. That would be fantastic. Yeah, I figured newer players would be pretty greedy when it comes to going face. I mean, I'm pretty greedy because our deck is very limited, but he made the smart play and trade. But still okay. Demonic Lore is interesting because if I drop something big this next turn, it's like, really wish you had that Demonic Lore. Sphere of Darkness. Okay. It looked like he had Demonic Lore in hand, so smart play on his part, clears. I don't know the extent of his deck right now because he's in bronze, but he has. He has good cards, good Abyssian cards, playable Abyssian cards. Darkfire Sacrifice. Oh boy. That means he can get a Dragon Bone Golem or anything that's sizable. So definitely holding on to this guy right here. Maybe this guy's the least likely to use right now. Alright, so I think it's worth just trading the Jaxi and get the ranged in now. Save this next turn. Or replace it. Call that a turn. I'm pretty sure he has the Demonic Lord in here because he showed, throwing it into the corner. I would imagine he could use it on this guy as well, and still play a 5-drop if he uses Demonic Lore. So that's why it's a little scary right now. Demonic Lore. On the Azure, excuse me, the Windblade Adept, which is interesting. So he can still play a 5-drop. Was this the guy that had Kron earlier? I'm not sure. If this is the guy that had Kron, then could be in a little bit of trouble. He has Desolator. That's not fair, man. We don't have any Dispel. Okay. So, Blood Tears are nice. Repulsor Beast is... I'm assuming he has a little bit of a refined deck. Shieldmaster. Prime Shieldmaster is obviously better to play right now. Maybe you could make an argument for playing the Blood Tier just to get a little bit more face value in, but we can try and pressure him right now because this is 9 damage if he doesn't decide to punch it. It's still 9 damage if he does punch it. With Roar, 11, 13, excuse me, 12, 13. You can do a lot of damage to him. And I think it's just saving the Blood Tier is just overall better, especially we have 8 mana next turn. We can do 1, 2, 3. Oh, he has Ritual Banishing. That sucks. That's probably his turn though, which is fine. So he seems to have a refined, more of a refined deck. I'm not saying it's super refined, so a bit unfortunate. Cryptographer, that's interesting. All right. So we can do pretty much everything I just said. Pressure him. Call that a turn. We're out of cards. So there's a time to kill him. It'd be now. Let's see. Divine Bond. That's 10, 12, 14, 16. We can definitely kill him. Oh, he's EMP? That's cheating, man. Can we kill him still? Not quite sure. I don't think we can. Can he kill me? That's the question. Actually, can we kill him? Divine Bond. 10, 12, 14. 10, 12, 14, 16. 17? Okay, I think we have enough. Who knows? I think we have enough. Yeah, we have enough. Oh, that was close. He actually had like a good deck. Like he had EMP, he had Ritual Banishing, Void Talon, Desolator. I don't know how many Desolators, but yeah, actually had a pretty refined deck. Actually, EMPs would be a great thing to craft right away. So level 9, one more level, and then we'll call that an episode. I know it's been very long. Sorry, guys. Oh, it's 2 wins now. We got a crate. I think we can open those right away. So let me see. Pretty sure we can open those. Yes, we can. And I'm pretty sure we just get emotes, which feels kind of Monka-esque. But I think that's all we can get. Unless we get like a legendary thing. But again, that's an emote as well, or a cosmetic, so it doesn't really matter. And yeah, it doesn't matter at all. So go for one more. Hopefully we can win. Keep the win streak alive in bronze with our very budget deck. But we do have the Circle of Life. That was pretty nice to pull. Especially as Lyonar, you know, it's a Lyonar card. We're able to play that right away. So that's beautiful. That it will be beautiful. So actually, come to think right now, I'll probably just do all of the solo challenges off camera. So yeah. But yeah, let me know if you want 2 or 3 days a week. I don't know how many times I can stress that. 2 times a week or 3 times a week. That still leaves S-Rank lives for the remainder of the weeks. There are some new card games coming out this year that look pretty interesting. I don't really dabble in any other card game outside of Duelyst. But there's a new game called Artifacts, which is made by the creators of Dota, Dota 2. This actually is very good with Silverguard Knight. We can just win a game right off the bat with it. Because if you can play Silverguard Knight and heal it up with Healing Mystic, you get so much value. It's very strong. Playing another Abyssian, see how refined this guy's list is as well. So hopefully not too refined. Hopefully not too refined. I like the Bloodtear Alchemist as always. It's very good tempo, and this is very good as well. So this is a perfect hand in my opinion. I mean, I guess we could look for things like Martyrdom or Pulsar Beast. Martyrdom is something that we'll need against Shadow Watcher. But if we can play our Arrow Whistler uncontested, then I think we have a little bit more breathing room moving forward. So yeah. Okay, he plays nothing. That's fantastic. Maybe it's better to develop the Silverguard Knight and the Jaxi this turn. So that's exactly what we'll do. It's a little, that sucks for him. He has no Wraithling Swarm, no Gloom Chaser, no Abyssal Crawler, nothing. So we are starting off very strong here with Silverguard Knight. This is still, you know, despite being a basic, I think it's still one of the best 3 drops in the game. Portal Guardian, I think, just reclaimed that for the cards that I can think of that are 3 mana off the top of my head. I think Portal Guardian is one of the strongest. It's a Demonic Lure, unfortunately. Or a Repulsor Beast, it's even better than a Demonic Lure. So he actually has all 3 of his Demonic Lures to play. He doesn't punch that, does he? Unless he has Bloodtear Alchemist. Doesn't have Bloodtear Alchemist. Okay. Alright. I know I can replace... We can replace the Veil Hunter. I mean, I could have done... Ooh, Fun Steal. Since we already have one range down, I don't think... I mean, if we play the Arrow Whistler, this has 2 attack. But that gives him this tile for free. So I would actually like to do that next turn. Just play the Sunsteel in his face. I mean, I really wanted to play the Arrow Whistler, but I don't want to give him access to this tile, which means he has 6 mana, and he can play the Storm Metal Golem, of which we have 0 answers for. Like, we could trade into it, but you know, it's not the greatest trades, right? So I like the Sunsteel Defender a lot. Actually, we could have traded, right, with Arrow Whistler and Roar. That would have made our Jaxi, you know, 2 attack plus another 2. That's 4. Still awkward trading, which I don't really want. But this coming turn, we can do Arrow Whistler and a Blood Alchemist, and that probably should win us the game. Blood Type Priestess. Oh boy. I don't think we can clear that, which kind of sucks. We have to give up our Jaxi, actually. Unless we can draw something better. It's a Paradise, huh? Alright, so I'm going to take this tile. Actually, I should have played the Arrow Whistler first. Feels bad. Yeah, it feels really bad. Alright, so I like roaring this guy, obviously. And we're going to trade our Jaxi. It's good positioning on it, so if he wants to shoot the Blood Tide Priestess, it just dies. We'll just do this, clear that. Play around any... actually, I like right... no, I have to go right here. Yeah, that's why I kind of wish I played it further. To stop that from happening. And we'll smack him for 5. Call that a turn. So far, we have really good tempo. Divine Bond could win us the game. We can throw that on Silverguard or Arrow Whistler. Possibly close out the game next turn. Death Blighter would be bad. Bone Reaper as well. Primus Shieldmaster. I don't think that changes anything. It may stop us from killing him this turn, but... okay, Demonic Lure feels bad. So, alright. So he's not dead yet. I think we can afford to replace the Healing Mystic. It's really not doing us a whole lot here. It's not doing us a lot here. I can't even come down and roar that, unfortunately. So I'll just move that here. I can Divine Bond it. He has the Forces of Dark Transformation, which I like. I also like developing. Maybe it's. I think it's better to develop twice. Yeah, I think it's better to develop twice. And for our Silverguard Knight, I think that was the best play. Also sets us up for next turn. Potentially kill him. Oh, I should have hit. Or maybe I shouldn't have. No, I should have hit. I have double Divine Bond in hand. Yeah, I should have hit. Put him down to 10. So, Abyssal Crawler, okay. What is that? Repulsive Beast or Ritual Banishing. So it has a little bit of a refined list. You know, got some of those removal cards. More than I could say. I mean, all we have is we have Repulsor Beast and 2 Martyrdoms. Can we kill him this turn? Probably. With double Divine Bond? I think so. That's, you know, 6-10. It's 10 damage, 15, yeah, he's dead. Actually, no, this is 10, because we can't replace one of them. This is 10, 13, 15, okay, so we had just enough to do it. So, feels Monk-esque, man, but good game. So that should put us at level 10, which would give us Tempest and some gold. So we'll cash those in, see what we get, and then refine our deck a little bit and call that an episode. So thank you guys for sticking around this long. Really do appreciate it. Level 10. We also got 3 wins in a row, meaning we got another 15 gold there. So we get Tempest. We get Tempest. That's fantastic. Moving up. There's no win streak in bronze. Apparently, you just got to win. We got 5 plus another. Need to win 15 games in order to get to silver. So we got gold. We'll open up a pack. See what we get. It's 100 gold. Call that a turn. A little bit of lag there. That was interesting. And we got a legendary, fantastic. And an epic, we got a prismatic, 2 prismatics, 3 prismatics, and a spelljammer. Oh my god, that's a really good pack. So we'll throw this in our deck. We'll throw this in our deck. Monka S. Definitely replace this. We have better 4-drops. Okay, so let's make those final edits to our list with the new cards that we got. You know, Tempest. Still like the Martyrdoms. The Repulsor Beast is nice as well. What did we get from neutrals? We got Night Watcher, which I like. We'll throw that in there. 1 Hailstone. 2 Hailstones actually for Spelljammer. And we want to add in Tempest. I want to add in Tempest so we can remove, how many 4-drops do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. So we can cut the Frostborn Naga for Tempest. And we can also cut the Maw because we have limited card draw for 2 Tempests. I think that's enough ping. I like the Repulsor Beast and the double Martyrdom. That's good for big removal. Keep tempo up. Call that a turn. Put that a deck. And that's it for today, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this new series that we'll be doing. So the last things that will need to be said right now is tier list will come up tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. And again, let me know if you would like to see something like this 2 times a week or 3 times a week. If it's 2 times a week, it'll be Wednesday and Friday, and if it's 3 times a week, it'll be Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So stay tuned for that. Let me know. And this is TM25MD, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.